Hi everyone, welcome to number 4 of our Science and Horses series. Today I'm talking about mental illness in horses. Are they naughty or are they depressed? It was really super difficult to find information on this subject. There's no research that's been done on it. To start off, let's see what mental health in a horse looks like. This is one definition. A state of well-being in which a horse can live in a way that does not compromise its potential performance, is able to cope with the inevitable stresses of its management, and work so that it can fulfill an appropriate role. What does mental illness in a horse look like? We often call it naughtiness. Um, it can look like withdrawal. It can be learned helplessness, or it can be stereotypies. Naughtiness is often a legitimate response to fear or pain, and punishment of this can cause further problems. Withdrawal is a lack of responsiveness to the environment. This is a marker of human depression. Learned helplessness is also a marker of human depression. This is when humans conclude that they have no control over their circumstances. It does occur in rats and dogs too, but as I say, no one's researched whether it happens in horses as well. I think so. And then stereotypies are what we also call vices: cribbing, weaving, licking, coprophagy, eating feces, eating bedding, biting, pawing, tail swishing, kicking walls. But do these behaviors actually represent mental illness? Is withdrawal unresponsiveness? Is it the same as in humans? Now, there is a human depression marker called unresponsiveness, which is unresponsive to external stimuli. A study was done where 27 horses, 12 of whom were withdrawn, were studied. They played novel new noises and recorded reactions. The non-withdrawn horses reacted more and for longer. This supports the correlation to depression. Is withdrawal anhedonia? Anhedonia is a loss of pleasure. It's a typical symptom of human depression, and one way of measuring it is the enjoyment of sucrose. Now, a study was done in horses as well, and they were found that the degree of withdrawal did correlate to decreased sugar intake when sugar is offered. In other words, so unlimited sugar was offered, and the withdrawn horses took less of the sugar. Are stereotypies stress? These are the vices. Now, traveling horses were monitored for behavioral signs of stress, and at the same time, their blood cortisol levels were measured. The behaviors matched perfectly to the cortisol level. The higher the cortisol, the worse the behavior. Now, to me, as cortisol is an indicator of stress, this validates the use of these behaviors as markers of stress in horses. Factors influencing mental health in horses. No surprise is turnout. Alice Ruette studied 31 horses before, during, and after 1.5 months on pasture. They had previously been stabled continuously. Now, on pasture, as opposed to being stabled, the horses showed no stereotypies, no aggressive behavior, decreased incidence of the alert posture, as well as the withdrawn posture, increased locomotion, exploration, and social behavior. But some of the stress indicators increased in the first 5 days after this change, both in and out, showing that an adaptation period is needed by horses when changes in their management happen. So, what we take out about this: turnout is a good thing, and also abrupt change is not a good thing. How do we fix our horse's mental health? Dodman et al. Tested the effect of various drugs that target neurotransmitters in ESMS. This is equine self-mutilation syndrome. The best results came from buspirone, an anxiolytic and serotonin agonist, suggesting that the serotonin pathway is somehow involved in this behavior. However, just to complicate things, clomipramine and SSRI, which blocks serotonin uptake, was ineffective. So maybe not a serotonin pathway behavior. It's complicated. Then there's the question, should we even be trying to fix our horse's mental health? Cooper and Mason argue that too many equine behaviors are treated with drugs or otherwise because they are inconvenient to us, the horse owners. They propose that unless a behavior is harmful to the horse or to anyone else, it should not be treated. My conclusions. Number 1, keep our horses in as natural a state as possible. Allow free movement for as many hours as possible. Allow grazing for as long as possible, or at least a nice big hay net. Keep horses with at least one other horse for companionship. Number 2, there must be time when the horse can be autonomous. This means he can decide for himself what to do next. Number 3, adopt kind, non-restrictive training methods. Build fitness and strength slowly and sustainably. Train using reward instead of punishment as much as we possibly can. Number 4, when minor stable vices do occur, consider not preventing or medicating the behavior unless there is a danger of harm. Number 5, allow an adjustment period when making any changes to a horse's lifestyle. By improving our horse's mental health, we will improve their performance. Thank you.